Hello, everybody. We are live. I'm kind of waiting for a few more people to show up, hopefully. But Bob and I are here.
The riffraff.
Yep. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye open for Ed, and I think Skipper was coming, and I actually don't know who else. I know Priscilla is in California, so I didn't even bother sending her a link. And I know that Jess Shrimp Granny had a Christmas party to go to tonight. So, can you hear us good?
I can hear you good. I don't know about them. I don't know. Might check 1, 2.
So, hi Grasshopper, hi Patty, Gold Nugget, Merdul.
Hey, Gold Nugget.
Who else we got in here? BJ.
Scott.
Scotty, hi. I saw Mike earlier. I know he's hanging around. Sky Dancer, hi.
Mike said okie dokie, I guess.
So, hello everybody. There's 12 people in here, so.
That's a dozen. What can you do with a dozen? 3 on the bench. And
hi, Sandy. Yay, Sandy's on vacation.
Yay, Sky Dancer.
So we're just kind of hanging out. I know Ed, I don't know where Ed is. He's usually early.
Thank you, Merdul. You want me to message him?
Yeah, see if he's coming.
I have to take my mug down a minute, but I can still hear you.
Okay.
I can still hear you, so. Yep.
So what's everybody doing tonight? Oh, there's Ed.
Oh, okay. Just messaged him.
Hey there.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Ed.
Oh, pretty good. I'm so sorry. I was eating gumbo.
Oh.
I was telling you Pam was going to dock your pay if you didn't come on.
Oh, no. I totally lost track of time. I was sitting there looking at all those tornado victims on TV.
Oh, my God. I was watching that earlier, and I just don't tell anybody, but I started crying because it's just so devastating to all those people.
Oh, you sweet little thing. Pam wanted to stop in and say hi and good night, Skipper.
Okay, Skipper.
Night, Pam. Did Pam? Wait, what?
Skipper said, Pam, good night. Hi and goodbye.
I thought somebody named Pam was saying good night.
I know, especially since they were talking about crying. Body snatchers. Well, Ed, you said everything was okay your way.
I saw a little bit of it last night. Like I saw when the Amazon warehouse got hit, but at the time when I was watching last night, they thought everybody got out, but I guess 6 people didn't.
That's Edwardsville, south side of St. Louis.
And then that candle factory is really a mess, and all those people losing their homes and stuff. And you think, like, right now, like, I was kind of feeling sorry for myself because I don't have any groceries or any money or anything, but then you look and see what's happening elsewhere, and it's like, it could be so much worse. It's like,
I'll be right back.
I feel so sorry for those people.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the people that lost family members, but that lost their homes and everything else, because there's a lot of damage. And they say that they think that one tornado was on the ground for 200 miles.
Holy cow.
And it's like and they figure it was like 2 miles wide, the swath of destruction was like 2 miles wide for 200 miles.
That's crazy.
It is. It's just absolutely. I can't even imagine. I hate tornadoes. Tornadoes scare me probably more than anything else. But just the total destruction and stuff. I feel so bad for everybody over there.
Hey, Fish Kid.
And here it is just before Christmas, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, my brother said he's in St. Louis, and he said they lost their power, and him and his wife both work from home, and they ended up just spending the whole day in the basement. And they had to round up.
We
all
always
five
had to go in if it stayed off an hour or whatever the time was. I can't remember now. And then you'd start in and drive the hour, and it
A
would
lot
be
of
on.
people don't have power. A lot of people don't have water. Besides the people that lost their homes, and there's power lines down everywhere, and they're still looking for people. And I watched them pull a trailer house off of a lady that was like pinned from her waist down. And she's in critical condition, and it's just like.
I wonder if that's that lady that was on Facebook Live and was saying she was pinned under something.
That was I saw that was in the candle factory that came down, where they pulled like 40 people out, I think, out of there, but they're still like, they think like at least 40 people dead in that, I think. But yeah.
Very unusual to be having weather like this in middle December.
Yeah.
I wish John from Select Pet would say, yeah, he's okay to me, because I texted him.
And then you figure you got all these people that are homeless and in shelters in the middle of a pandemic too.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is.
But yeah.
It bothers me sometimes that I'm not more involved in something like that than I am, animal rescue and stuff. But can't do everything.
Yeah, and I mean the animals need you all the time. They can't help themselves.
That's true.
Not saying that those people can help themselves, but still, the animals are really
defenseless. Yeah.
Yes.
I know, but sometimes it bothers me, especially being a nurse. Whatever.
I hate watching the animal commercials where they are asking for money and they show all those sad animals.
Yeah.
That kills me.
Yeah. We kind of do the opposite thing at the Ark. If we have something that's catastrophic, we go ahead and find the money and do something to, get it, whatever it is, if it's a broken back or leg or whatever, and then show pictures of it, on the mend, and recovering. And we did this, but we sure could use some help now.
Mm-hmm. For
Just
sure.
a different way.
Just
a different way.
Is everybody in our fish fam okay? We didn't have any people right in the middle of that, did we?
Well, that's John from Select Pet. He's in Kentucky there. So he's the one that I think we're worried about right now.
He hasn't checked in with anybody?
Not that let's see if I'll check while I was upstairs eating gumbo.
The other thing is a lot of people are without power, so even if he is okay, he might not have power to get a hold of anybody.
Yeah. Well, you said Jess had a function to go to tonight, but
yeah,
I don't know that she's okay. I didn't message her today.
Yeah, after this stream is over, I'm going to message and make sure she's okay.
Yep, still nothing from John. Normally he responds to me. Oh, look, I got a text message. Maybe it's from him. Oh, no, it's from Bob.
Me.
It's from Bob.
Don't quote me on that, Ed. Stop reading. I'm teasing. I just asked if he was coming on tonight. Don't tell Pam.
I won't.
She made me message you. She wanted me to use my Codfather powers to message you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I sent a link to Robert, but didn't hear back from him, so he might be busy.
I'm,
And never know about Blackie and Sarah. They're probably just waking up.
Now, Robert was messaging me this morning too. Foxy and Robert, there were 2 or 3 people,
Hey, Poppy Acres.
and he was fine, he said.
Trash
I,
can. Hello, hello.
Jess was trying to find Robert's phone number last night, so I was trying to help her. And I
You've
realized
got
I
his,
don't have his phone number.
I've got his latest one. He had a new one, then he got another phone and got a different one, but I can send it to you.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I wish he
Send
was
it
up
to
here
you.
because I'd love to talk to him. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to be working on tonight, Ed?
Well, I wanted to work a little bit on my helmet, but I also want to work on my men.
On your
So
what?
the first thing I'm going to do is work on this. This piece right here, I want to put copper in
Yeah,
because like I've got the copper up here on the corners.
yeah, yeah,
And see how it's like a different metal, or not metal at all, but different shape. I
yeah,
wanted to
Yeah.
put this paint right on that area.
yeah.
Hey, Tom.
So I'm going to work on that first, and then I'll probably work on my models in a little bit, and I'll pull them up when I get to that point.
Okay. Well, let
Oh,
me
did
know so
Nico
we can
meow?
like highlight you.
Was Nico just talking?
Oh, Nico's in his bed.
Oh, I thought I heard a cat meow. Maybe it was one of mine.
He's sniffing my finger.
Or
Now,
maybe it was Mario.
And I'm just going to be working on the drawing that I'm doing for the Christmas giveaway with the Rico Santa thing. I wanted to get it done this week, but it didn't happen, so I got to work on it.
When are you gonna? Is he gonna be on yours, Pam?
oh,
I'm not going to
don't
tell
say,
you.
don't say.
I'm
She
not going
knows
to
what
tell
I'm doing.
you.
She knows what I'm doing.
Poor Pam.
She
I
knows
will
what
say
I'm
that
doing.
I got a couple nice giveaways coming on mine, though.
Who?
What?
I was going to say I got a couple nice giveaways that are going to be on mine, but I'm not going to tell you when.
Oh, he said you can say what you're giving away.
Oh, there's $200 gift certificates.
Yeah, I've
One of
got.
them I think is Aquarium Co-op, and I don't remember if the other one is Dan's or something like that, but
KG
there's
Tropicals.
2 of them, KG Tropicals.
That's the two
Yeah.
I've got giving away. I'm going to give out a $100.
That's the 2 I've got too.
What?
Yep,
Maybe he was just watching us when he was handing them out.
probably.
So when's yours, Bob?
When he comes on and surprises everybody. It could be a Wednesday or it could be a Sunday.
Yeah, and mine could be a Wednesday or it could be a Saturday.
Yep.
I don't know when
I
mine
hear
is.
It's that star that I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing, Star, huh? What are you
Ed, you
doing?
better find out
Are you
so
getting
you
into
can tip your
trouble?
besties off.
Are you getting into trouble? No, she's just like at my knee thinking she wants up.
I got a couple of bristles I need to cut off this brush. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, I hate it when they do that. And what really bugs me is when you get a brush and it starts losing hair while you're using it.
Oh. Yes, that's the worst.
And the hairs get stuck in the paint and it like bugs the hell out of me.
That's why you got to cut them so they don't get loose and then start falling.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pam, but I got to go in the other room to look for my scissors.
Okay. So where's Yazzie?
I told you Yazzie's mad or upset or something because he won't eat his supper, and even Milo's down here. Cripple Milo's back here. Where's your brother? Huh? It's not an artistic thing per se, but I'm going to work a little bit on this new snake's habitat and put his under tank heat pad on. I thought I did that yesterday, and I didn't evidently. Try to put him some wood to climb on in there.
I think it's really neat how he climbed up into that thing really high up in the air.
Yeah, he did that all himself. I know they're arboreal, rat snakes are.
Does that mean climbers?
Yeah. I guess those words like arboretum and, well, that's actually the only word I know. Anyway, yeah, they are. We used to run into rat snakes like on the fence posts and stuff when we were kids on the farm. And they're not scared of you either.
No. I had to fight one once.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who won?
I had a Missouri black snake. They get about 6 to 7 feet long. They're real big.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was all rolled up right in front of my front door to my house. And I was coming home from work, and he was just sunning himself on my patio. But I had like steps to get up to my house. And I was kind of leaning down, and he was up like a cobra, ready to strike me. And I looked up, and I mean, we were like really close to each other. And so that I got back, and he was a black snake, not a cottonmouth. But I tried to make noise, and he wouldn't move. So then I went and got some gravel and kind of tossed it at him, not hard, just kind of annoy him. And he was just going to let the rocks bounce off him. He didn't even care. So I made my ferret noise, and he took off. My ferret noise is, wait. Well, I can't do it right now because I got a sucker in my mouth. I cut the stem off of it.
Do it as a ferret with a sucker in its mouth.
I was afraid of spitting my sucker out. But I made that ferret noise, and he took off.
Huh.
I'm not that nice. I had like one time my kids got home from school, and they had just walked in the door and sat down in front of the TV, and I got up and I grabbed the garbage bag to take out to the burning barrel. And I opened up the front door, and there was a rattlesnake coiled up on the step that they had just walked over.
Mm.
I mean, they had just walked there, and there was a rattlesnake coiled up there. So I shut the door and went around to the back, grabbed the shovel, and went around the front and killed it.
Mm.
Because I am not going to have snakes out, close to my house when I got kids. Just not going to happen.
I totally understand a poisonous one like that.
Yeah, no, if I see them out in the wild, when I'm out walking around and stuff, I don't bother them. But if
so you're probably not in good with the spirit snakes then.
If they're at my house, they're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Well, I like black snakes, even though they don't like me. I didn't want to kill him. I wanted him to do his job, but do it outside, away from my front door.
Right. It's too bad you all didn't know each other back then. You could have given Pam that black snake to kill her rattlesnake.
Yeah. That would have been cool. Pam never thinks about these things.
I know.
It's all her fault.
She's in the fast lane. Everything's for the moment.
Yeah.
Well, but then I might get rattlesnakes.
In eastern Oregon and eastern Washington, we have most of the snakes that you see are prairie rattlers. If you get up in some parts in eastern Oregon, they're up higher in the mountains, you might run into a timber rattler, but most of them are prairie rattlers, and the average size is maybe 2 feet long. 7 or 8 rattles is about normal. But I remember my neighbors one time were getting ready to do their irrigation, and inside one of the irrigation pipes was a 6-foot long rattlesnake, which is huge for that country. Now, when I went down to Texas, the snakes there are a lot bigger. The rattlesnakes down there are huge. Their heads are huge. Everything.
Get them, Star. Get them, Star.
Well,
she's barking at Mario. You're gonna get scratched. Mario's laying there sleeping and starts barking at him. You're gonna get it. You'll get it if you keep that up.
In Kansas City, I caught a snake when I was in first grade, and I just grabbed it behind the neck like I was taught to, for ringnecks and stuff, and it turned out it was a diamondback. I caught it, and I put it in my jar and screwed it on and showed it, and it's like, Yeah, that's not a good snake to be grabbing onto.
Susan?
Hi,
No.
Susan.
It
I
was trying to
remember
get away.
years and years ago when I was living in the Dalles in Oregon, which the Dalles is kind of like the borderline where when you're just starting into the arid part of the state, sagebrush and rocks and stuff versus heavy forest. The dividing line is between the Dalles and Hood River. But somebody in the John was fishing the John Day River, which is a little ways past the Dalles, and their kids were catching worms to fish with. And when they got around to going back and checking on the kids, they were actually catching baby rattlesnakes. And they didn't get bit, which is
Lucky.
a miracle because a baby rattlesnake has just as much venom as an adult.
Yeah, they're just quiet.
And they had found some newly hatched ones, and they had hundreds of them that they had caught and put in jars, thinking that they were worms.
Yep.
This sounds like a Stephen King story.
Well, mine was about maybe 2 foot long. It's hard to get my whole hand in there, but you can kind of see. Like that.
Yeah.
2 foot.
Yeah, that's about the average size of the ones in Oregon. I remember one time I had one actually in my house. Like I looked up and there was a rattlesnake up against the wall.
I wouldn't want to do
About 2
that.
feet long.
I don't recommend putting rattlesnakes in your house.
No. It's because I had the door open a lot, to let the air in and it would just come in. Like it owned the place.
Jerks.
I think GRB has his home is open a lot, and that's how he gets the wildlife that come and stay, the skinks and stuff.
But a rattlesnake's nothing to GRB.
Right.
Probably laugh at that.
He probably has one under his pillow at night.
They probably give rattlesnakes to their children as well as babies because they have rattles.
Right.
I don't know. Do they have rattlesnakes in Australia?
No, but they probably import them just for their children to play with to get used to real snakes.
I know they have real poisonous snakes there. I'm not sure if they're pit vipers or not. Probably they have at least some pit vipers.
They have some of the most poisonous snakes in the world. They always come up on those lists.
Yep. They have everything in Australia is poisonous. They got those spiders and those.
Did you all see
spotted octopus and all kinds of real nasty.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy that has all the big tanks and I can't remember his name.
Joey.
Oh.
DIY.
No.
DIY.
No. Australian guy, and he
Rumble?
wore the no. Wears the toboggan. Used to a lot, and
I don't know.
he has kids in a while. Yeah, you do. He just hadn't been on in a while. Somebody will see it. He just dropped a video a couple of days ago. It was so cool, like an update. And he's got really cool tanks, and his fish look good. And he's got a long name to his channel. It was Blackie's friend, and Josh's friend, who's in that original group that we got to know.
And my mind
I can't even begin to think of his channel, but he's really a cool guy. As soon as I say, do what?
Rabbit.
Yeah,
Rabbit?
that's it, Rico. Yeah, Thirsty Rabbit.
Okay.
Oh man, we haven't talked to him for a while.
I always called him by his name, and I can't remember his name now. So I can't even remember his name because I always called him by his name in comments. Anyway, yeah, he's. What's his name? Name.
I don't know. I always call him Rabbit.
Yeah, me too.
He is a funny guy. He's a smart guy too. He knows his fish. Anyway, he dropped a video a couple of days ago. It was good to see him.
Well, there are rattlesnakes in South America, and let's see if there's any in other continents.
On other continents, yeah.
So both the Americas have it. Let's see Europe.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds of rattlesnakes in the U.S. There's the prairie rattler and the timber rattler and the diamondback and
Pygmy.
The cottonmouth, isn't the cottonmouth a type of rattlesnake? I think
Mm-mm.
so. No?
No, the pygmy rattlers are bad in Florida, or they were 20 years ago. Those things are little, but they pack a punch. We used to get kids in the ER that were bit in the yard all the time.
Ugh.
It's about like a copperhead bite. I mean, it's usually not lethal, but still.
Yeah, I know if
Now I'm
you get bit
aggravated.
by a rattlesnake, then you're supposed to like get ice on it and then get to the hospital for a shot. But I knew more than one old farmer that had been bitten, like when they were like tossing bales of hay, and they just keep going. And I knew several of them that had like real wicked looking scars around their hands and stuff.
I didn't, Suzanne. I didn't. No, everybody
They
was okay.
they do have rattlesnakes in the Middle East and in Africa. They call them pit or horn vipers,
Oh,
but
Oh,
we have the exact same snake here, and we call it a sidewinder.
a
okay.
what?
We have
Side,
sidewinder. I forgot about them.
you know the
Yeah,
sidewinders when you see the sand
yeah,
and it's really cool looking.
yeah. I forgot them. Yeah.
So yeah, they're called horn vipers over there. So I guess
Ooh,
rattlesnakes are a little
pretty
worldly.
dominant. Yeah.
I
I
fish.
didn't know. Sorry.
I can picture Bob as a candy stripe nurse. Why are we always yelling? You know, that's funny because I had to wear the students, the ladies in my class. There were 40 ladies and 7 men that graduated my class in 78. Um, anyway, they had to wear not candy stripe, but like blue, the light blue stripe, pinstripe. And I had to wear a smock. I mean, of course, I had to wear white pants, but I thank God I didn't have to wear the pants like that. But and I just felt, I don't know, I felt like I was, I don't know, I hated to wear it, but I had to. I tried to just wear white.
Well, I bet you looked awesome.
Okay, Susan says Griffin is okay, and Mary Page was shook by the winds, but she's okay.
Yeah,
Nobody's
Griff
heard,
was in a stream
nobody's heard
today,
anything from John yet, though. Hi, Geek
and
Boy.
I do wish we knew about Jess. I mean, I know she is somewhere tonight,
Yeah,
but
I sent her a message and she hasn't answered, but I know she, like I say, she had a Christmas party to go to, so she might not answer until tomorrow.
She was in our live stream for a little bit earlier today.
today,
Just Shrimp Granny?
Oh no, not just shrimp painting. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's who we're wondering about. It's Just Shrimp
Oh
Granny.
gosh. Oh yeah, I hope she's all right.
because she's just right above us here,
Hmm.
I guess, Virginia.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
It's your turn to sing something, Pam.
I don't sing.
Take me home, country road. You could have brought it home, Pam.
No.
I don't sing either. But
You don't want to hear me sing. The only time I sing is in my truck when nobody else is in there with me singing along with the radio.
hey, James. James just found out you have a channel, Punchy.
Oh, hi, James. I've had it for like 3 years. Over
More
3
than that.
years, 4 years,
Yeah,
something
more
like
like 4
that.
years. Bob's
like,
notifications
oh,
have not been coming up. Yeah, you need to fix that.
And I stream twice a week on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. Saturday nights is my art night.
That's why all of us artists are here right now.
That's right.
Not singer artists, though. Ed can sing, though. And he's good with the mule calls, too.
Yep. Not gonna do it with the something in my mouth.
No.
Yeah, I got this sucker from my Secret Santa. A box of these
Oh,
suckers.
nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
I don't guess they have diabetic suckers.
I got to find the thing I'm working on.
You know, when they used to be, I used to see my great uncle and grandpa with the mule team and the plow, and you know they would have the reins and the things over them and walk behind all that. But G meant go to the right, and ha meant go to the left. And we were always like, why don't they just say right or left? But everybody said G or ha.
Yeah, yeah.
G, G, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, just say left or right. But we weren't brave enough to ask.
Well, maybe it's so the city slickers can't trick them.
Probably. It fooled the kids, that's for sure.
Now, years ago, when I rode along with there was a group of people that rode the Oregon Trail during the bicentennial.
Oh.
And when they went through our area, our 4-H group rode with them for the day. And I learned something then that I didn't realize, and that's that horses, unless they've been around them before, horses are scared of mules.
I didn't know that.
They smell different, and if a horse isn't used to it, they're scared of them. Because there was a couple of mule teams with the wagons, and they said that it took like a week for a lot of the horses there to get used to the smell of the mules, so they had to like keep them separate for a while.
That's a
I
shame.
wonder if they'd be scared of a zebra. A zebra.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why mules can't have kids, because none of the horses will give them time.
Right. T-Bone said America has as many poisonous snakes and spiders as Australia, and at least Australia does not have bears, mountain lions, or smelly skunks. Just saying. That's a good point.
That's a point, yes.
Skunks are pretty awesome. I've thought about buying a skunk before.
Yeah.
I think they'd be a super cute pet.
They're really good in the in a barn. They keep the rats and snakes killed.
But they aren't real smart.
Well, you're not wanting them to.
Skunks and porcupines are not real smart animals. Oh, I just got a message from Jessica.
Porcupines don't have to be smart.
She says she's doing great and she's totally safe.
Okay, good.
And she wanted to know if Bob was okay. And I'm going to say,
as okay as I'm ever going to be.
Never totally okay.
Hey, Kiwi.
And she
wow.
got home from the Christmas party.
Wonder why that's doing that, Kiwi. Hey, Colette. Ed, Susan asked you if you ate something. I don't know if you answered her or not.
Yeah, but I didn't have time to go out and get what I wanted. So I went upstairs and had a can of gumbo.
Oh, Colin, I knew I would like it, but he liked the Mexican place. Delia's or whatever, whatever. He liked it.
Yeah, I love that place. I might end up taking my sister's family there tomorrow. The kids are coming over, and so I may not be able to make your stream tomorrow. I don't know. Because my mom said, you got to entertain the kids at 8 o'clock when they are from 6 to 8, because they've got their church thing at that time, but the kids are coming over in the afternoon. They're going to spend all day with us. So I was thinking, well, maybe I could take them to Dahlia's for dinner.
You'll miss a good stream. Dee Dee's going to be on. She's going to be our guest.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I know. No. I'm going to have to skip tomorrow's stream if Dee Dee's going to be on. I mean,
what, the language or the?
Pam has to be the only beautiful woman in the stream.
She might have me like twisting my string of pearls, you know.
Right. You want to see Pam? Colette spotted you too.
Hi, Yazzie.
There's Pam.
Yazzie.
There's. You just ran in and scratched me to pick up. Did you eat your supper, or did you let Milo have it? Milo's on a diet.
I should show everybody my YouTube post.
Every time I see Yazzie, I try to get my face as close to him as I can without him barking or biting me, and my eyes as big as I can. So I think that's what they like.
See Ed? Okay, he won't even look at you, Ed. Uh-oh. Look at Ed, he's being silly.
See, look.
He said he came for Pam.
Yeah, if I was there, he would have smelled me and bit me.
Pam said something. Oh, Pam, be careful, you'll get demonetized again.
I know. Last week's was too for some reason. Wednesday nights.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Probably the language Ed's using.
Well, Bob, that would really stink if I miss out on Dee Dee. Sorry.
okay. I'm going to share my YouTube post really quick.
You can always go back and pretend you're there live, Ed.
But I'm going to do it really quick so I don't get demonetized. So everybody look real quick. Hi, Adele.
I can't. I'm not as fast.
There you
All
go.
I see is us. Oh, I saw that when I commented on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think baby cat wants me to pick her up. She's sniffing the back of my leg. Come here. Baby cat. Well, that made her walk away. What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
I went like this. Normally she comes straight to me and then she like wandered off.
Baby
Fishing
cat would
Dreams
be
is
with
here.
us today if she hadn't wandered off.
Oh. I'll try to get it so we can see more of Nico. That's what people come to see. As long as he's not licking his groin.
Nico's got the cutest bed.
Now is my pants are in his face. There we go. Now you guys can see his face a little better.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's
better.
sleeping away.
Hey, Holly.
And there's the Yazzie. There's the Yazzie. You can't hear me though because you got the earplugs in.
No, and I can't hear you if I take the earplugs out. Weird.
Poor Bob.
I could put one in Yazzie's ear and one in mine.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Get ready, Pam. Hey, Yazzie. No, he's still. Okay, Pam.
Yazzie. Yazzie. Hey, Yazzie.
Yazzie.
Hey, Yazzie. How's
You
my
definitely
Yazzie? How's my Yazzie? He's like,
Oh, he's licking you.
oh, he gave me a kiss.
Are you kissing Pam or licking my ear juice off there? Huh?
Yazzie.
Listen.
Yazzie.
That used to be Pam's nickname in high school.
It's
Is
Pam.
Yazzie.
What is?
I said that used to be Pam's nickname in high school.
Ear juice.
It's so weird.
Yeah, Pam loves you. You're the only one that can get away with things with Pam, you know it? Yeah. At least he's not mad at me. That's a relief.
Dang it.
I've got to turn on my light. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be like all washed out for a little bit while I work.
My thread fin of car is keep chasing the other two to hiding. And I think my other two are starting to get smaller because of it.
Star is laying down at my feet right now.
Yeah, see, I'll give you a nickel if you'll go turn the ceiling fan on. Yep. A dime even. £20 cat just got on my back. Oh, that would feel good, I think. At least for my own back. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Pam, I told you that the ARC was going to have to get a new vet. So we had a meeting about that and a phone meeting, and 3 out of 4 of us were all for doing it. Losing him, getting a new one.
Is the new one retiring?
No, the old one his practice is too big now, and he's got a new manager that has no clue. She's not a vet tech. She has no office management experience. She was a kennel person there. I mean, she knows how to, walk dogs and, sweep litter and that stuff. But for some reason, he made her the manager, and it's been a nightmare for us. And that's where my niece went to work. And they've lost 3 people since she started there a month ago. So it's just a bad place. But we went ahead and made an appointment. It's a real small area. It's a small town, so all the vets know each other. But we called one that's real close to us, and everybody was raving. I went on our Facebook and said, "Hey guys, here's some good things about your vet. Who's your vet, and why do you stick with them?" Of course, that gave us tons of information, at least from the customer's perspective. So we're going to take the 3 little chihuahuas that need vaccination boosters. One of the board members in Virginia, you met her, Ed, the blonde lady, and take 3 little chihuahuas down there. And while we're there and they're looking at their records from their physical and exams and all that, I'm sure that Dr. Sanders will say something about, oh, this one needs a dental. And we'll be like, yeah, that'd be great if you could do that too. And see if they just want to kind of ease into it, but not make a big public thing about us being so unhappy with this vet.
Well, I tell you what, if you want me to, I could say something mean about him on
Facebook.
Yeah, well, not what's the thing where you give reviews to people?
Yeah, he's got
Yellow
plenty
Pages.
of them on there. He's
Yep.
got plenty of them on there, and so does the one we're going to. So I mean, it's usually that they killed my pet or they let my cat die, or people are emotional a lot of times when they do that. I'd rather you say something about the manager. I talked to him Friday, and he was going to talk to the manager Monday. Of course, I know she's off Monday, and he doesn't know that. So I waited till Tuesday and messaged him, and then one of the staff called me and told me what they'd done, which is exactly what I told him I did not want done. See, he's not my boss. He's just a what would you say?
Friend?
Well, he is my friend. He was my vet. And see, I have to find this same vet for like Milo. It needs a follow-up in a week or 2 for his little leg that has cancer now. Advisor. He's the vet. He's the doctor, but he's not on the board.
Oh, I thought he was.
So he has no authority except he's an advisor. And, when I say I don't want this done to a pet, that's just like my pet. I'm the person responsible for him. He did it anyway, so hasta la vista.
What a jerk.
And charged us. Bob's mic is doing something. Let me see what.
No, your mic is fine.
Now. It's okay now. It sounded like you probably, like Yazzie was probably on top of it, but it's okay now, so don't touch it now.
Yazzie was that's exactly what it was. Yazzie was sitting on it.
Yazzie wouldn't do that.
I looked up, and that's what was going on. So, can you talk to me about something else very important?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any important things that
about
I can
ponds and plants.
Oh, all I know is what I told you.
They're closing down?
Yeah, that's all I know is when I was checking out, I was telling the owner of the place I was at that I had gone around with Cole, my nephew, and, where we'd gone, the different shops, the 3 different places. And when I said ponds and plants, he said, well, that place is closing down completely. I said, oh, I hadn't heard that.
That's really sad.
It is sad, and we went there, and I didn't realize it was closed on Tuesday and Wednesday.
No,
we went there. Yeah. So we went back up to One Stop, and he met the bird up there. I don't know if I posted any pictures of that or not, but they have a new sulfur-crested cockatoo, and it wasn't having any part of me, but they had to get it off of him. Fell in love with Cole.
Huh.
She got all over him. Her name's Grace. And then we went to Rob, Aquatic Aesthetic, of course.
Rob's my friend.
He's mine too.
Yes, he is.
He's more my friend than he is yours.
Probably.
Oh, God, kids, knock it off. Don't fight.
He told me that.
He told me that too.
See? Well, he did. That was nice of him not to hurt your feelings.
But that's why I got his sign up here. So that way maybe
Right.
he'll like me more someday.
Well, that's why I've got his sign on the back of my truck.
Damn it. He mentioned that. Oh,
No, on my, his stickers down on my, where it's at, on my towing
yeah, I think
thing
it's an
down
awesome spot on your tail hitch. Or
there.
tow
Yeah,
hitch.
covers up the dealer's sticker down there. No, Rob is a good guy. He really, really is. And Tammy too.
Well,
How was
she's a
Tammy?
girl.
Huh?
How is Tammy doing?
I haven't. Let me think a minute. I guess I got that. When did I go down there? I guess that was Monday. No, it was Tuesday because it was my birthday. Yeah. So I don't know if I asked him because I'd asked him Sunday night and I haven't talked to him since then. Haven't talked to him. Usually we talk every day, Pam. He calls me all the time, being my closest friend.
Speaking of nephews, my nephew just bought a brand new truck. Well, not a brand new truck, a used truck.
Nice.
And that's pretty good for only being 16 for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Dr. Black.
Oh, is Blackie here? Oh,
Yep.
I should check and see if he's. Oh, yep, he is. There's Scungy. Hello.
Hi there.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. I like your shirt.
Thank you. I love it too. It's
Oh, can I see the whole thing?
yeah. I'll try and stand up for you. I can see
Oh, cool.
Oh,
yeah.
that is awesome. I love it.
it. Me too. Oh, and he's got like a little skull for a nose. Can't ever get the directions right. So
That is awesome.
Hey, don't let Blackie up here and see if he notices.
He's in the chat, so I switched over to StreamYard to kind of watch for him. I'm sure.
Hey, Blackie, Dr. Black, what is Thirsty Rabbit's name? His name, real name.
Heath.
Who?
Heath.
Keith. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Thank you. Yeah, I always would. In comments, about his videos and stuff. I would call him Heath.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to use than Thirsty Rabbit when you spell it out. Costs
Yeah.
less.
Well, Sarah, did you ever meet him in real life?
Yeah, I did. He came with his family to stay at my house. It was really, yeah, it was nice. All the kids had fun and played in the pool together, and we played music and had a few drinks, and
Are
yeah,
you coming up, Blackie, or no?
he said that he was.
Said Heath. Well, he posted a video. That's why his name came up a couple of days ago, and everything looked great. Heath.
I always enjoy his videos. He's got a good sense of humor and he knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. No, he's a good guy.
he is.
So, are you working on something tonight, Sarah?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I was just doing this one here.
Let me see. Hang on a second. There we go. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So I don't know where it will go, but it's a procrastination because I'm supposed to be finishing this other one that I've got over here. I'll show you. I'm supposed to be finishing this one,
Ooh, I like
And
that.
I just I don't know. I always get this thing if I have a break between drawing, and then I think that I'm going to wreck it if I keep going on it. I get this fear. So, yeah. So I thought what I'll do is I'll start painting another painting, and then we'll see.
It looks like you've got awesome light there from those windows.
Mm. It's
No?
pretty good over here. Over that side of my house, though, is like really dark, and there are no windows. There's a skylight, but there's a tree that shades the skylight, so not a lot of sky comes down through it.
And you got your door open, so nice. That must be nice.
Mm.
It was like last night. It was like, what would it be Celsius? Minus 22 Celsius.
Oh,
So no doors open here.
that's a bit chilly. Yeah, it's been really warm here, and we were having a lot of rain, but we've just had a few nice hot sunny days, and yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys ever have any rattlesnakes down there?
No rattlesnakes. What about the poisonous snakes that you have there? Are they pit vipers, or are they a different kind?
Wait, pit vipers are rattlesnakes also.
Yeah, pit. That's what I'm asking. Pit vipers are rattlesnakes, but there's a lot of other kinds of pit vipers besides rattlesnakes.
I didn't know that. Like a copperhead?
Yeah, any of them that like store poison and have like the flared cheekbones, those are pit vipers.
Oh, I was thinking a horn viper.
Yeah.
That's where I was messed up.
Pam dropping the reptile knowledge.
Pam knows things that we don't know that she knows.
I see.
And I don't know a lot of things too. And
But we
Black
don't
never
know.
said a word.
Does he have sound?
He froze. Oh no, he's not frozen.
I don't think he knows that he's up.
No, his eyebrow moved.
I bet you he's like behind in the video from when we started. And so in a half hour, he's going to realize when he's up.
I bet you he's waiting for one of us to stop talking for a second.
That's never stopped him. He's a man of his word, whatever that means.
He's kind of like almost freezing and unfreezing.
Maybe it's that bad wind hitting them.
Oh, are you guys getting all these tornadoes too?
Oh, he just dropped off. He
He's
must be
gone.
rebooting.
He did say that he was having some internet issues earlier, but that was like 2 hours ago. So I don't know. Maybe it's still going on.
Well, now I feel bad I made fun of him.
Yeah.
See? You
I know
never
you're just
know
being
it.
cool.
You never know what someone's going through.
I know.
That's true.
And he may be our best snake resource too.
Yeah, I only know some of the snake. I don't know as much like detail about all of the like families of the snakes and stuff like that. I just know that mostly in terms of poisonous snakes, the ones that I get are the eastern brown snake, rough scales, and the snake that I get.
Okay, we got
I'm
feedback.
hearing myself back.
Okay,
Are
Black,
those
do you have? I think he froze. Either that or he's taking a really long.
Good swig.
There he is.
There he is. Do you have pit vipers there, Blackie?
Like in a box under the desk.
Sarah, have you noticed has Blackie been hard to communicate with lately? Does, when you say things to him, has he responded?
Well,
When he's driving and somebody honks a horn,
yeah,
does he look back?
Starting to have a hearing loss. He's just sent a message through that says he's going to restart his computer or the internet. Actually, I think the modem. He just said restart. So
Okay, so he's gonna reboot. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
he may have had a snake shirt on, though. May have been a snake like coiled on his shirt.
So Sarah, when
Maybe.
you're
I
sitting with your door open like that, you're not afraid of
Mhm.
those rough brown snakes coming through?
No, I maybe should be a little bit more concerned because I have had brown snake. They're probably not up on the deck because there's like a little bit of a deck here, but there's another door just over here that's also wide open, and I have had brown snakes just outside there.
Ooh.
You know, just a couple of times, but they're really. I find that because I've had brown snakes most places that I've lived, and they really, really do keep to themselves. And if they see me, they are really fast to run away.
Priscilla,
They
hi.
take off. So we get the pythons are more comfortable to come, in and poke their head in the house and stuff like that. But yeah, I should have the doors closed.
Now,
But
would a
more for flies and mosquitoes though.
would a kangaroo come in?
I doubt it. I don't even think.
I heard koala bears are really jerks.
Yeah, they can be. But I don't know. When the other house that I lived at, we had a lot more wildlife everywhere. Like, so I had goannas coming in the house, and lots of a few little different marsupial kind of critters. But I mean, we had wallabies and koalas and stuff around, like wallabies outside the door all of the time, but they would never come just that little bit closer to the house. They're always just out digging up, roots and bugs and stuff.
Hey, Priscilla.
Outside. They don't really want you to get near them.
I used to have a chicken that would come in the house all the time.
Oh, that's gross.
Me too.
It would
Chickens
follow.
like poop.
No, it followed me around and it'd follow me right in the house if I didn't shoo it off.
I had a little bantam, and she used to sleep in my kitchen, but she slept on like the range hood over the stove, and yeah, I didn't like that very much because, of course, it meant that every day I was having to try and clean chicken poo off my stove. But so one day I was like, that's it, Feather. Her name was Feather. And Feather kept to sleep outside, and I made her sleep outside, and she got eaten by a snake.
Oh, so you kind of killed her.
Yes. I felt very guilty because she was even like the kids would pick her up and pat her. She would like lay on her back with her little feet in the air and fall asleep while they stroke her belly. She was really lovely. So I was quite devastated about that.
Well, now I feel really bad that you killed her.
And yeah, and I was like, I would have put up with poo on my stove. I shouldn't have picked you out. Yeah, I lamented quite a lot, but yeah.
Pam, Priscilla said, Anthony said to tell you hello.
Yeah, I saw that. I said,
oh, okay.
I said hello, Priscilla and Anthony, and I love your new kitty. I didn't bother sending you a link, Priscilla, because I could see that you were in California.
They can't get links over there.
But if she could say hi to Anthony for us, it'd be really nice.
Right.
What's Bob doing?
I had a really bad cramp in my right thigh.
Oh no.
So I'm just standing up, and I probably will have to walk to get it to stop. And since I'm scantily clad from the shirt down, I wanted to get away from the camera.
It's not working. You're right in front of the camera.
Uh-oh.
But that's all right.
Yeah,
But we can only see your shirt.
that's what I thought. I guess while I'm up, I can put this heating pad under the snake. Yeah.
So, Bob,
Yeah.
what this new snake was a complete surprise?
No, I've been researching different corn snakes and a couple of other different kinds of snakes. And I went in Petco to get crickets. There it was. And I said, no, is that an albino or what is that? And I didn't know about the snows. I may have read about them. They also have a blizzard morph. I went ahead and named the snake Flurry,
Oh,
like
that's
Snow
good.
Flurry. I mean, you know.
One of my favorite hockey players was named Theo Fleury.
There you go. What team was that?
He played for I think it was Vancouver and not Quebec, or Vancouver and not Calgary.
So that's who I'll say if somebody belittles his name and Pam's not around to defend him.
He was a little block of a man. He was like a little square block, but boy, he could skate.
Oh, golly. Did Blackie come back yet? Oh, he's still starting his computer. Yeah. I need one of these reptile pads to.
Oh, really? There's Denver lost power? That sucks.
Who did?
Denver.
Oh, Denver.
Mike says he just had a news break come across the phone saying that there's 10,000 without power in Denver.
Well, that's not good.
You know what they say about if you put a UV light on a glass tank top, it can break it. It's true.
Because it weighs too much?
No, because of the heat.
Oh.
And his broke. I thought I had it far enough away from the glass, and it cracked it. So that's why I've taken the light off and put the till I can put the little legs on the light and brace it up there better. Put the heating pad under. But he's been out and very active and climbing in the trees, so he's okay.
Why does your breath smell like cat food? Tell me this, huh? Why does your breath smell like cat food?
Oh.
Did you watch The Simpsons?
Anything Fishfam can do for Pam today.
My cat's breath smells like cat food.
Geek Boy still has power.
But Geek Boy, oh yeah. I almost said
That would be cool, Fish Dreams. How far near me? Oh, I got a whop. Ouch.
Is Fish Dreams going to come up here?
Which?
Oh, wow. She lives about, I think, 7.5 hours from us.
Did you see Priscilla got a tripod cat, Ed?
A tripod cat?
Yep.
No.
Her and Anthony went to, well, you're on her Facebook. You can see it on there. A three-legged cat. Not legged.
I looked at my first video, and I shot that video in Fishy Dreams Town.
I have kind of a tripod cat. Mooney has like one club foot in the front. So he walks like three-legged.
Who did?
Mooney. I have two cats. I have Mario and Mooney.
How come I didn't know about Mooney?
Well, I don't know.
She doesn't talk about him.
Pam's withholding pet information.
I knew she had more than one cat.
I knew she had the stray that showed up a couple winters ago, but I thought it went on.
Moody is was my daughter's cat, and she left him when she moved. So
She used to, or I don't know, is it a boy or a girl?
boy,
Used to get on Buddy's bed
yeah,
with Mario.
yep.
It's funny, man. Oh, okay, Anthony got the cat in California, she said.
I wonder if it has a bad attitude.
It looked real pretty and real sweet. It's a tuxedo, black and white, or white and black.
As long as it's not like one of those Beverly Hill girls.
Those what?
Beverly Hill people. They're all
Right.
snobby.
Oh, I know. Wonder what kind of car it came with.
So, Sarah, do you have any pets right now?
At the moment, I've got a dog who's sleeping down here. I'll show you.
Oh,
You
wow.
can see her.
That's
So
awesome.
she's about 15 months old.
Oh, she's just a baby.
Yeah, she is. Okay. And she's full of beans usually. You know, she's got so much energy and she loves everybody and she wants everyone to cuddle her. But yeah, she's a bit tired at the moment because I've had some kids over the weekend, extra kids. So everything's been really crazy and she's enjoying just peacefully sleeping now. But that's highly unusual.
Well, that's awesome.
But yeah, she's a sweet thing. And she's smart, so I teach her like tricks and stuff. She gives you 5 and rolls over and creeps along the ground and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fish
Can she go
dreams.
outside when she wants?
Yeah, well, she just goes in and out freely unless, because she goes swimming in the pool.
Nice.
And especially, like she'll go in with us, but she'll just go in on her own if it's hot. Or if I'll play fetch with her and she gets hot running and chasing the ball, and then she takes a little break and just has a little swim in the pool.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cute. But after that, she gets locked outside. She's not allowed in then until she dries off.
Oh, my brother-in-law's dog, it like jumped in the pool and it sank straight to the bottom.
Oh no.
It's one of those British bulldogs.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that just a block of meat and a face. And it ran over to the pool and just jumped in and it went straight down. It was on the deep end. So my brother-in-law had to jump in there and then jump or bounce off the bottom of the water to push it. He said that dog sank like an anchor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Madhu.
That must have been scary though.
Yeah, well, I think they were just like started having a coronary.
Yeah.
I don't know where Haley did.
Mikey says he's backstage.
Oh, and I wasn't looking. I see him moving.
Make sure he's dressed, Pam.
Hope he's not wrestling his alligator.
Looks like his video is better. I don't hear him though.
No, I haven't heard him.
Did he cut his ponytail off?
I don't think so, but he shaved these little bits of his head here,
Oh, okay.
which was an interesting choice.
Might have been getting nappy there.
He said it was irritating his ears, tickling him.
I wish I had enough hair to tickle my ears.
Oh, fish streams. I was going to say I don't know where Haleyville, Alabama is at.
Oh, hello.
There he
Oh, I
is.
hear you now. There you are.
Is it clear though? Can you hear me loud enough?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Sound good.
Right. Okay. Does that mean I'm too loud?
Nope. It's your best Dale Carnegie voice.
Are you sure?
Huh?
So what's been going on? So I apologise for my technical difficulties.
It's okay. We've just been waiting to start the show until you got here.
Very good. As is the done thing. Crikey. Such easy words, and I struggled with them. Hello, everyone that I didn't say hi to in the chat before.
Do you know what's interesting is that 'cause I've been like a bit unwell for a while, and I've noticed sort of from partway through, I think it's partly because I'm quite exhausted, but I keep on messing up all of my words and tripping over everything that I'm saying, wrong words coming out and stuff. I
Uh-oh.
don't know.
The words, they come and go.
Hmm.
Yeah, they said there's over 1 million words in English right now.
Is that all?
Are
That
you
seems
concerned? Are you
Seems a
concerned
conservative
about a
estimate.
possession, Sarah, or
What's that?
are you concerned about a possession, or are you
Like
concerned about a possession?
A spiritual
The
possession.
answer is that.
Oh,
Maybe.
I thought her car was
But
going to
that
get repossessed.
not concerned, but now that you bring it up, that would make it a bit more interesting.
Right. Strictly scientifically speaking, of course.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't considered that option, but I kind of like it.
Here to help.
At least you'd know then. You'd have some closure.
Yeah. That's it. And it could get interesting actually. Mm.
Bob, would you like to be possessed?
Ed, I'm not allowed to talk about that by my current resident.
It could be the change from never liking snakes to all of a sudden being a snakeaholic.
You're getting warmer.
So where did we get to on that snake discussion when my internet crapped out?
Oh, I was just wondering if you had any pit vipers in Australia.
The closest relatives to the pit vipers in Australia are death adders.
Oh,
How about rattlesnakes?
Yeah, I think like Pam said, I think they're all in a similar family, but we don't have any ones that rattle their bits.
That's too bad because it's really neat.
I'd like to experience it one day in the wild.
It's crazy if you're out in nowhere and you just pull your car over and you hear them from everywhere just start up when you get out
really?
to pee.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
It's neat. Or you don't necessarily have to pee, but for some other reason why you just get out of your car, maybe take a photo.
in the dark too. Yeah, in the dark.
Well, I haven't
At least-
experienced it in the dark.
At least they're kind enough to give you a warning.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
They don't always do that, though.
Yeah, right.
Just so you know, there's been plenty of times that I have walked over like a rock or something and then heard it behind me after I'm like well past where I stepped right over it.
well, they're probably sleeping or something.
Yeah,
It might have
they're
been a
still sleepy.
snicker. Yeah.
And the closest I've ever come to being bit, one struck at me, and the first I heard any noise at all from it was when I heard its head hitting the ground by my ankle.
Ooh-hoo.
That
It
one
didn't
must have
rattle
been
at all.
that one might have been in shed, you know, if it missed
Actually,
you.
it looked like it had just finished shedding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know it was there. I didn't hear it. It didn't rattle, and I heard something like slam the ground right beside my ankle.
Mm.
And I looked down, and it had struck at me and missed. So yeah.
I think the Australian death adders, I believe, are reputed to be the fastest striking snake on the planet. Because they use... Yeah, you go, Scungy. It'll sound better coming from you.
No, it won't, because I was only going to say they're really my fear snake. They're the one I'm scared of because they're, act so differently to other snakes, and
Yeah.
it's the only one
They do kind of highlight their relationship or approximate relationship to rattlesnakes because they have a modified tail tip, which looks like a little worm. So they curl up and they look exactly like the leaf litter that they're buried in. And they curl up and they wiggle the little tip of their tail around in front of their face to lure prey in.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Like
bang,
a fish
'cause-
angler.
Yeah,
Angler
like
fish.
anglerfish, yeah, exactly the same natural concept. Bait.
Or a snapping turtle.
And yeah, they blend so well with their surroundings that most victims of death adders have just walked on them.
You guys
And
have
very,
snapping
very
turtles?
no.
What?
Oh, that's weird. I figured you guys would have them since they're so nasty.
Chippy.
But yeah, they fit the brief.
Here you go, Bob. Here's my other cat. That's Moody.
Well, do
Ah.
people noodle down there? Oh,
You
Sleeping
haven't
in
had
a
this
dustpan.
cat long. When did you get that cat, Pam?
Well, let's see. My daughter got him he's about 2 years old. But let's see. I've had him here at the house for about a year.
Hmm. This is news to me.
Oh, sorry.
I knew about it.
Ed always gets to know before me.
Well, I pay more attention to the cat stuff. And I thought it was cute how the cats took over the bed.
Gibby says hello.
Oh, there she is.
Good.
So, do they go noodling down there in Australia?
No, none of our catfish are big enough.
Oh, bummer. See, I would try noodling if it wasn't for the snapping turtles.
Yeah, right.
Well, you can tell right away
When you're after you're bit.
if there's a snapping turtle in that hole.
When
My
you
dad
bring
grew
your
up in Nebraska, and he used to go out when the water got low. He would go out with a launder basket with the bottom cut out of it and catch the channel cats. Just like put the basket over top of them and then reach in and grab them.
Hmm.
Do you guys have mongooses?
no. Closest we have to mongooses will be dunnarts or bandicoots.
Never heard of those.
What else we got? Tiger cats. They're pretty vicious.
I've heard of them.
What about platypus?
Yeah, platypus have been resurging in populations, apparently.
Oh, I hope they move back into your creek area.
Not into mine, no. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Oh, that was you that was talking about there used to be some in there. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Why
there's
why don't you think
there's
they'll move?
Oh, just the state of the creek is in very bad disrepair. Thankfully, there's been a bit of clearing of the weed trees on one of the property that adjoins my area. So that might bring some improvement over the next 10 or 20 years.
Right there. Right there.
What was the other one I said? Dunnart. Oh, yeah, no. Dunnarts aren't like mongoose at all. They're like little rodent, little tiny kangaroos.
Oh.
They got sharp teeth.
Have you ever been bit by one?
Oh, I've never even seen one. I don't think they're more endemic to the outback and the desert, arid, temperate areas, not rainforesty stuff.
I would like to see a Death Adder matched against a mongoose.
Mongoose would probably still win.
They're so cool. When I was a little kid, I saw the cartoon Ricky Tikki Tavi, and I always loved mongoose from ever since.
Yeah, I didn't see the cartoon, but I read the book when I was a kid.
What, Ricky Tikki Tavi?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a book. They played it at my school, my elementary school. Like, with an old-fashioned, camera.
Oh. Huh.
That was pretty neat. Before VHS. I guess I'm saying how old I am. I got a lot of dust in my keyboard here.
What are you doing? Oh, there you go. Oh, that's cool looking. Is
What
that the
is that?
kangaroo thing?
That's a Dunnart. So yeah, I believe they're a marsupial, but I'm not 100% sure if they're related to kangaroos or not.
They look like they would have kind of a wicked bite.
Yeah, that's why I went for that picture, because every other picture you see of them, they just look like little friendly mice, but that guy with his pointy teeth looks fierce.
He
Yeah.
looks possessed.
That looks a lot like Yazi's dentures.
I might be going out on a limb here, but based on the position that both of them are in, maybe that's his O face.
Huh.
His pupils are completely dilated.
Yeah. He's on something.
Yeah, they're pretty wild looking creature.
Now, do you guys have raccoon rats down? No, not raccoon. Kangaroo rats?
Yes.
So do we. I wonder if they look the same.
We
They're
do?
so
Probably not.
Oh, yeah, out in the Southwest.
I had
Oh,
one
man.
I had one for a pet that we chased down a cot in eastern Oregon.
Hmm.
And we had like this great big bird cage thing that we kept it in. The thing that I remember most about it is my dad was a truck driver, but he always wore like a dress shirt to work, and then he'd have like a bunch of pencils in his pocket and stuff. And my mom would wash his shirts and then hang them up out in the garage to dry. And she hung one over the top of the cage. And I went out in the garage, and the kangaroo rat had a new nest. And my dad's shirt was like hanging in tatters over the top of it. Oh.
But I wish they weren't called kangaroo rats. They should be called kangaroo mice or kangaroo gerbils.
They do
Yeah,
kind
they
of look more like a
They look
gerbil.
like that.
Yeah.
With kangaroo
And
legs.
very, very different creature to what they call a rat kangaroo down here, or a betong. We
Can
do
you
have
show us-
kangaroo mice, though.
Can you show us what it looks like you did that last thing? I like looking at animals.
This is cool. This is almost as good as Wild Kingdom.
Oh, that's a fish tank behind you, Bob. For a minute there, I thought you had a soccer match on TV.
Pardon me.
Oh,
Ah.
now that looks like a kangaroo rat, kind of.
The third one over
Looks
of the
just
little
like one.
pictures looks like what we have here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is your American kangaroo rat. But
Yeah.
this guy over here highlighted is a rat kangaroo.
Oh my
Or
god!
the-
Which
The-
looks a lot more like a kangaroo.
yeah, and the native name for them is betong.
Excuse me.
But yeah, vastly different creature, and the rat kangaroos are considerably larger than your kangaroo rats as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's bigger.
Ours looks so much better than yours.
Right.
They look
Ours
cuter.
Ours are so
Yeah.
cute, and yours looks like something that is horrible.
What
I
is
wouldn't want to run into that in my basement.
Yeah, it looks
Is
like
it
it'd have a mouthful of teeth too.
Is
like
the
a
gerbil in
awesome
that
tail.
family?
No, that's cute. That whatever that
Oh,
one
wow.
is. Extinct. Oh,
That's
it's an
wicked.
extinct kangaroo rat. That's really cute. Looks like a cross between a kangaroo rat and a chipmunk.
Chipmunk, yeah.
Are any of those gerbils?
Supposedly extinct kangaroo rat resurfaces after 30 years. That's
Oh
awesome
gosh!
because it is really cute.
Funny looking whiskers. They're serious whiskers, aren't they?
That is adorable.
I suppose now we better look deeper into that.
You guys have any cute looking animals there other than koala bears?
Where
No,
is that
not
one
really.
at?
Oh, wallaby's kind of cute.
San Quentin.
Well, see,
kangaroo
I
rat.
think that so many of them
Baja, California. Okay.
look really similar, and I think that they're cute.
So it's in Baja, California. It's really cute.
Oh, it's in Mexico.
So 4 of them. They found 4 in survey traps in 2017.
Well, no guarantees in Mexico. But I don't think a lot of people live in the Baja, so they might be good that way.
Might be the only place they're doing well. Whoa. What else can I Google while I'm on Google mode?
Yeah.
Well, you want to tell us about sawfish? They're down there native, and they're really big.
They do get very big. And they were threatened with very low numbers probably 20 or so years ago, and apparently are making a comeback too.
Have you ever seen one in person?
I've not. They're considerably further north than what we are. Up in the tropics, the warm water.
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of those before.
They live with bull sharks and stingrays. But I mean, those suckers are big.
I don't think I've ever been to like a public aquarium that doesn't have one in a big tank.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
so-
had one in Atlanta. Now that you say that, man, look at that! You could trim some hedges with that.
Yeah, that's a
Holy
pretty
cow,
good
that is
indicator of the
huge.
size.
But I don't know if we have a freshwater one. I think we just have the saltwater guys in our aquariums.
Wow, those are big.
The freshwater
I
ones
they were
get a
that
lot
big.
bigger.
I think most of our guys, I think, are considered brackish. They can meander up into the freshwater for a little while, but I don't think. I
Oh,
think
okay.
they spend most of their time in the brackish water instead of the fresh. Oh no! Then again, I see one that says freshwater sawfish.
Are those man eaters?
The reason why I know about them is because they've got a artificial one at the Tennessee
Maximum
Aquarium.
length up to 20 feet. That's big.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And if that whacked you in the leg, you could bleed out.
It's
Yeah, no
bigger than
doubt.
Shaq.
Nasty saw. But yeah, they have an artificial one up at the Tennessee Aquarium with facts on it, and that's why I know that they like to live with bull sharks and stingrays.
Bob will be getting one for one of his aquariums.
Yep. I'm looking online where you can buy them right now.
And that thing that I was just reading, that Aboriginal people valued their flesh, said it was very tasty.
Hmm.
Well, the same. Now, is it the same people that like Vegemite though?
No, it's mostly Whitey that likes the Vegemite.
Oh, well, that's good then.
I don't honestly know if that's true or not. I've not surveyed who doesn't.
Do you like the Vegemite?
I sure do.
Oh gosh,
Mm.
Sarah.
I like it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
like it. But I like it like quite skimpy, but really nicely cooked toast with, butter on it and just like a little hint of Vegemite is, or with like cheese and tomato on toast. It's yum.
Hmm.
I think it's great.
What do you think about duckweed?
I've got some on my arm right now. Oh, I did have before.
I think if you took a big blob of duckweed and then salted it, I wonder if it'd taste the same.
37% protein. It's good for you.
They say that it would be the best plant to use for ethanol.
Yeah, biodiesel and all that. Apparently, it already is, isn't it?
Yeah, just we want to. There's some people that want to mass produce it here in the States because we use corn
Exactly.
and it's not nearly as efficient. So
I thought they already were, because I read a thing where it was one of the biggest agricultural crops in America.
Ah, well, maybe I just haven't seen that. That's awesome.
Unless it wasn't in America that I read it.
Let's see what the dog's barking at.
I wasn't in America when I read that, but whether it was actually in the US that duckweed was a very important agricultural product because of its multitudes of uses.
Yeah, it was before one of the movies I was watching. They had like this educational thing before the movies at the theater, and it was about duckweed. And I was like, boy, I got a lot of duckweed to give them. And they were trying to get Americans to say they like duckweed so people would start supporting it.
People eat watercress, and I would think it would probably be about the same eating duckweed. I don't know.
Yeah, my granny used to have us collect that
Well,
in some streams.
Yeah, watercress. Yeah, I used to collect it when I lived in Oregon too.
that's what trumpeter swans like. But no, not as a food source, but as a fuel source.
Yeah, I think that's what beefs up its value as an agricultural crop, is that people pay more for fuel than they do for food, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah, it's certainly up there as a viable alternative to fossil fuels, making
Well,
biodiesel,
it
ethanol.
reproduces so fast, it would, it makes sense to use it.
Yeah, and it cleans the water.
Hmm.
Just don't let it get out.
Therein lies the trouble. I know that one of the things that is not native to the United States that has like taken over on the West Coast, like in the grasslands and stuff, is that I don't know what the scientific name for it is, but we call it cheatgrass. It's like when it's dry, it like sticks all over in your socks and everything with these little thorny things. But that was brought over by the railroad to control erosion on the railroad tracks, around the railroad tracks, and it just like totally has taken over the whole countryside now.
Oh, we also have that Vietnamese vine that's taking over all over, and it's growing all over the trees and killing them. Yeah, our
And
Kudzu.
department of highway or something bought it.
Yeah,
and
kudzu.
carp are another one that was brought in to like control the weeds and waterways and stuff, and they got out and they're everywhere now. Carp are not native to America, but you can find them everywhere there's water. You're going to find carp.
Yeah, not a good one. Oh yeah, kudzu. Why does that sound familiar? We got kudzu problems here too, maybe.
You can hire some goats to come and eat that, Ed.
Well, I don't have it in my yard.
Okay.
It's just
They
along
have
the
it on
highway.
on the news occasionally. They have a guy that people hire out his goats, and he throws up a temporary little fence just so he can watch them, and they'll clear out an acre in a day. It's like 20 of them. They eat all that kudzu.
Yeah, I always wanted to just end up buying my own goats. My next door neighbor rented goats, but just to keep all my wooded land nice, because I had like
Yeah.
3.5 acres of just woods, and I thought it'd
Yeah.
be neat to at least use an acre of it or something. And the goats just clean it out and make it look like a park.
That's what I need is a little pygmy goat.
Yeah, well, you got to get two because they'll go crazy by themselves.
I used to raise pygmy goats. They're fun.
Don't you have to have more than one? I heard a goat goes insane if it's by itself.
No, lots of people just keep one of them.
It would probably be fine here with the herd I've already got.
Oh,
Well,
you got the
or
deer.
with the people.
You have so many deers too.
Yeah. It might take off with the deer.
I would imagine that people would find it very difficult to leave a pygmy goat alone anyway. They'd want to be with it all the time. It'd
Yep.
never get lonely.
Yep. I would want pajamas and all that for mine.
Do you guys have many goats in Australia?
Many, yeah.
Well, that's neat.
We
Are
have
there
the
any
same.
native?
No native goats, but there's certainly feral goats.
You guys have no native hoofed animal stuff, right?
That's
Correct.
I thought Sarah taught us that last time.
Yep.
right. Yay.
Sounds like
learned it.
something she'd teach you.
Isn't that weird though? No hoofed animals.
So, Sarah, does Blackie have hooves?
I will never show below my knees on screen.
That's why I was asking.
Well, that explains it. Australia does have some beautiful birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could go have a free vacation anywhere in the world, I'd want to go to Australia and look at things.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Australia.
And it'd be really cool
It's-
to shake Blackie's hand.
Wouldn't be cool for long, not in summer. We'd get very sweaty.
And I'm really sweaty type person, so it'd probably just slip right off. But then we could play that game that you hook the wine box to the clothesline.
Clothesline Goon, I believe the game is that you're referring to.
Sounds like a good sport.
I saw GRB in there. I wonder if he's had any snakes stop in.
G'day, GRB.
The Australian Zoo is really expensive. I was checking out tickets for that, and it was like $75, and that was like 5 years ago.
Mm.
It might be better for if you're a native, like Aussie, but I don't know if they had visitor prices, or maybe it's just people that are from that area get the deal. I don't remember. There was like some special deal for locals, but I don't know if it was like all locals or just the local locals.
Yeah,
Usually
probably
things
just
like that.
locals.
Yeah. Within
The
the same
local locals.
post code or something.
But that really is, if you're talking about Australia Zoo, Steve Irwin's one, it's definitely worth the price of admission.
Oh, yes.
Have you gone then, Mikey?
I've been there twice.
Oh, wow.
One time I was there, Steve Irwin and a bunch of his helpers were relocating a crocodile from one end to another, so that was good fun. I got to share the air with the guy.
Wow. Did you see his son was just messing with a croc yesterday, last week, and he's just looks like his dad now.
Yeah, he
time.
does.
That could be the same dude.
It's awesome.
Oh, those guys are pretty.
Birds.
These guys have been
See you
hanging
later,
around my
fish kid.
backyard for a few
Are they a kind of
weeks.
a finch, or what are they?
They are a red-browed finch. Brow as in brow.
I remember on one of Blackie's videos, he took pictures of some type of little bird that looked like a parrot that hopped.
Maybe the rainbow lorikeets.
Maybe. I just called them little
Yeah.
hoppers.
I
They were
remember
cool.
those. If you could catch you some of those parakeets, Blackie, they go for $49.99 here. Oh, that's pretty.
It is.
Yeah, there's a whole family of those guys hanging around, but it's only the male that's that pretty. All his females are plain brown.
I'm sure glad that human girls are better looking than guys.
Me too.
I know, right?
But, I'll zoom in a bit. Yeah, that's a female of the red and black one.
Holy cow.
So yeah, just plain
It's like a
caramel brown.
Different bird.
Looks like a kind of a wren.
Yeah, wren.
Do you guys have
Red-backed fairy wrens?
cardinals?
No.
Oh man, we should get you some cardinals. They'd be really cool flying all around your neighborhood with all those other birds.
GRB Sarah's got some of those brown snakes. She might be able to send you some. She's got no snakes.
No snakes.
We had a lot more cardinals in Missouri than we do here in Tennessee.
I
Oh.
saw a blue jay for the first time in forever yesterday. I probably hadn't seen one in 10 years. It was drinking out of my tub on the deck. Ed, you started to say, oh, well, you did say, oh.
I thought I got a message from John, but it was from somebody else. So I'm going to just say, that's cool. And then not say anything else because I'm here. Because I already started typing.
Is
I
Pam,
think he's the main one that we still need to hear from, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, it might just be that he doesn't have any power or anything because that whole area, a lot of it is out of. They have no power or water or anything right now.
If he had a duckweed battery,
Were they talking about the tornadoes down in Australia?
I couldn't honestly say. I don't think I've seen the news for about a week or more.
Oh, we had some really bad tornadoes hit the Midwest last night. There's at least 70 people dead, and one tornado was on the ground. They figure it was 2 miles wide,
Wow.
and it was on the ground for 200 miles.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it did a lot of damage.
Where did it go through?
Where all did it go through? It went through
Arkansas,
Kentucky
Missouri.
got hit really bad with it, and Arkansas, yeah.
Tennessee.
And parts of
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
Oh, and
Missouri.
Illinois got
Yep.
hit.
Yeah,
That's where
they
Edwards
said it hit 4 states. This one tornado hit 4 states while it was on the ground.
Wow.
in St. Louis, it's like a suburb of St. Louis, kind of like how Ringgold is to Chattanooga. Edwardsville got hit with one, and it knocked out the Amazon facility.
Yeah,
And
it killed 6 people at the Amazon
Just in
warehouse
Amazon.
down. And then in one of the towns in Kentucky, it hit a candle factory where there was a whole full night shift working, and I think it killed 30 or so people there. They're still like looking for bodies there.
And
So,
it also
yeah,
hit a nursing home.
It was really bad. It was really
Oh,
bad.
yeah. That nursing home.
But
Yeah, it hit a nursing home.
I keep trying to explain that it could have been worse. It could have been a nursery. Because old people are easier prey to save than babies.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a cool story, BJ.
Killed one person at the nursing home, I think.
Yeah, see, if it would have been like a nursery, it may have killed like 50 babies instead of just one senior citizen. So we should just count our blessings. Just saying, but it really tore that place up.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people lost their homes. Because like I said, it was like over, they said it was like 2 miles wide, that it took a swath right through towns and just knocked everything down.
Thank goodness we just have tiny cyclones and massive bushfires and massive floods.
And poisonous stuff.
Yeah. Give me
Thanks, J-Rock.
give me venomous stuff and that over massive tornadoes any day.
I know tornadoes scare me.
Yeah. There's not much you can do once you're in one. At least if you've learnt a thing or two about some wild animals, you can learn how to deal with them. You can't deal with it once you're swinging around in a tornado.
The best thing to do if you're in a tornado is put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yes, very
Well,
true.
this is probably the room I would hang out in if there was a tornado. Because I'm in the basement and I'm all the way up against the concrete wall. No windows in this room. But I took my futon out of here, so I don't have a place to sleep. So
Where
maybe
I
I go to the fish
Where I
room.
lived in Texas was definitely in Tornado Alley, but there was no basements there because if you stick a shovel in the ground, like you get up the next day and it's full of water, the farmers would just like dig big holes for watering holes for their cattle, and they wouldn't have to line it with anything. It'd just be full of water the next day. So nobody had any basements, of course.
How did they bury people?
I don't know.
I need to know.
Maybe they just light them on fire.
All the cemeteries are on hills.
Well,
Maybe they're like those ancient Peruvian cliff people. They just put them on a ledge.
I was looking for land, and I was just going to buy a trailer and put a pole barn in the back and a pool. And that was freaking my mom out so bad. She thought I was going to get hit with a tornado. She had already promised that she was going to pay for one of those safe houses for me. You know, it's like a concrete block room that you go in if there's a tornado.
They sell
Dug
those
dug
over at
into
the Honda dealership, Ed.
Well,
Are
I ended
they
up
dug
not
into the
getting-
ground or just on top?
I think well, you can do both. Like some people actually put them underneath their trailer into the ground,
Yeah.
and then you can walk through like the pantry and go down inside of it. Or you can just put it right outside the trailer, like next to your carport in there. But I didn't do it. You know, I ended up finding this house and splitting it with the folks, so it worked out.
Win-win.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a sec.
See, it is a snake, I think. Blackie, is that a snake?
It's not a snake.
Oh,
It's a banner wrapped around the gun, kind of.
oh.
Did you guys hear when Blackie got up and walked across the room? It sounded like a horse had came through there.
Like hooves? Hooves?
Yes.
We had hooves.
Yes. Not cloven like horses. I thought I noticed that before. Ed, they sell those shelters. They have them sitting out just like mobile homes or cars or whatever right beside the Honda dealership here in Cleveland. And
Do you
people
have a
buy
basement?
them. Do I have a basement?
Yeah.
I have what? No, it's not a basement, but it's something like a basement.
A wine
That's where I
cellar?
would go. Kinda, yeah. I can't stand up in it.
Well, you could get one of those and put it in your garage.
No.
But wouldn't it be cool?
I wasn't home the last two that went through the woods out back. So maybe I won't be home the next one.
Come here. Where you at? Huh? Oh, you're in bed. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
Ooh, Pam just woke up her boyfriend.
I just woke up Star. I was going to check and see where she was at, but she's like in her kennel, curled up in her bed.
I don't know where Yazi's at. Milo's sitting here by me on the floor.
Hey, Lonnie.
Dr. Black must be keeping livestock inside now.
Why?
Oh, he's back.
But why?
He sounded like a pony trotted across the floor when you were.
I have
What
not been
about-
working on my drawing.
What about those carpet pythons? Any of those this year?
Yes, but not for a while. It's been a weird season, I suppose, because it's been so wet. But when, like, generally at the start of spring, we see a lot of snakes about because they're all looking for some rumpty. And yeah, generally you get one here and there, but I haven't seen one since the first bloody month of spring. Maybe. It's been a while.
It's been so wet.
I can't
So I guess-
remember the lady that keeps those in her place, and she has other animals, and the python, she allows them out if she's there, and they don't bother. Like she's got a parakeet or a budgie, and the snake never tries to get it.
Probably keeps it well fed enough that it's not hunting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep them fed long enough for a consistent period of time. They, I guess, learn that they don't have to do that instinctive hunting.
Hey, Mickey M.
Make 'em. How's it?
Hey, there's Rico. He's watching.
G'day,
Yeah.
Rico. Denny Weshy.
Hey, Danny.
Rico's
He's right.
just
He was
watching
just
to
in.
make sure that I don't tell everybody when my giveaway stream is.
Yep.
He's checking up on me.
Checking twice. Well,
Oh, and T-Bone's mudslides too.
oh, T-Bone. Good day, T-Bone. I like to say good day to him because he always says good day to me. It's very nice. But Danny Weshy, did you feel any of the storms yesterday? I'm leaving it up to you, Bob, to read. My head.
What? I didn't hear you anyway.
Oh, well.
Wasn't? Yeah, there we go. Danny said earlier in the chat that he's from the area of St. Louis where we watched the tornado go by on the front porch while smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer. That's the spirit, Danny.
Yeah, I grew up in St. Louis and Kansas City, and tornadoes just don't bother me at all. They're just part of life.
I grew up in Oregon, and Oregon very rarely gets a tornado. I remember there was one when I was about 19, and I think there's been one in the last couple years, but normally there's no tornadoes in Oregon.
We used to have them all the time when I was a kid.
Which
I
is
suppose
probably why I am terrified of tornadoes.
That's probably why Ed's conditioned to them. He just doesn't care anymore. He's seen it all.
It's like Danny. It's like, The funniest thing ever, though, this tornado went through a trailer park, and they were talking to the people at the trailer park, and they said, "So how did you survive it?" And the guy says, "Well, we did the smart thing. We climbed the cell phone tower."
Climbed it.
What?
This is how this redneck guy got away from the tornado. Is he climbed the cell phone tower, and he thought that's how he lived. Oh, it made me laugh so hard.
That guy that I was.
I was going to
Go
say,
ahead,
I imagine it was probably the alcohol that saved his life.
Yeah.
Probably. Or stupidity. The guy that Stephen P. and I were talking about in somebody's live stream recently, James something. He's from Atlanta, and he's all over Facebook and posts. He's a stand-up comedian, and he's a large man, probably about my age, maybe not quite as old as me, but he does one about tornadoes in the South and how that they always go to the trailer park to interview people, and they always look for people that have never been to a dentist. And it just goes on and on and on. It's so funny. The stereotypes. And the wife is 400 pounds and wears the latex or whatever pants, and
Latex pants.
yep, stretch
Spandex.
pants, spandex, whatever.
Oh,
Latex,
Whatever.
not quite as stretchy in a pant.
or prey doesn't breathe as well.
That's why they often have holes cut out for the buttocks to stick out of.
Oh God, like Prince.
That's what latex pants are. Oh yeah, those ones.
It was the nastiest thing I ever saw.
Oh yeah, fish drains. We didn't finish the topic of your accent the other day. I know you mentioned mine before, but you said it was South American the other day, but I didn't know if you meant the southern US or, you know, a Portuguese or Spanish accent from further south. Pardon me.
Ooh, that was a good one.
It's because I meant it.
Have you ever burped so good that Sarah cheered?
Many times.
Oh,
She generally has pretty good reactions.
I was just thinking that Bob hasn't really seen nasty. I was like having my morning coffee one time, sitting at the
God.
kitchen table, looking out the window while I was having my coffee, you know. And this lady that lives like kitty corner to me stepped out of her house to walk her dog. And she's got away, and I'm not even exaggerating. She probably weighs close to 400 pounds, right? And she had nothing on but bra and panties. And at first I thought she was totally naked because the rolls of fat totally covered up her panties. And it was not a pleasant sight, let me tell you. It was not pleasant at all. I think I like froze with my coffee cup halfway up to my mouth going,
Hey, come on. She's just living her best life.
you should have taken a short of it and said, check out this big. Check out this 15-second big. Do it right at Halloween. Be really mean.
and
Well,
she had
this is
like at least, which I'd never seen before, and I didn't know you could do that. She had at least like 4 rolls between her knee and her hip. I mean, going down her leg, she had all these like separate rolls. I didn't even know that you could do that.
It takes a lot of work.
it's like wings on a tree.
But bless her heart, you know, she wasn't ashamed of herself anyway. You got to give her that.
We're ashamed to be seen like that.
Yeah.
Living her best life.
I'm going to feed some fish now that I had a nice nap.
Yeah, I forgot to feed one of my fish, but I don't think he's just going to eat today.
If that's all right,
Yeah.
don't mind me. And I'm going to turn this around because, oh my God, I always forget to hide that. Jesus.
What do you forget to hide?
This mug up close like that scares me even. I try to avoid that. And I can set you up with some platies. Say the word.
Looks like you got a few.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Oh, my babies screw up. Oh my God. Piranhas. And one poor swordtail. Her husband died. Yep.
No, it is like 7 after, so probably time to end the stream.
Oh.
Pardon me.
I was just going to ask Blackie if he had a dog.
What's what?
Do you have a dog?
I kind of do.
Has your dog ever met Sarah's dog?
Yes,
That's
many
awesome.
times.
Are they friends?
Yeah, I think so. It's hard to tell with my dog because he's got a very interesting play voice. When he plays, he sounds like he's the most vicious Doberman pincher you've ever seen, but he's just a Jack Russell.
Jack Russells are good dogs, so they're smart.
Yeah, he's a fantastic little dog. I love him.
Maybe he's got some dingo in him.
Yeah,
Well,
he lives down the street with my kids and comes up to visit every day, so that's good.
That's awesome.
Dingoes are normal habitat, aren't they? I mean, species.
They
I
what?
don't know. No, that's African. Dingoes, wild dogs.
A dingo
We
ate
have
my baby.
Huh?
Don't they say a dingo ate my baby?
They used to when it was cool.
Yeah. So, but that's an Australian thing, or is that a South African thing? They say.
I can't
No, that's
remember.
very Australian.
Oh, okay.
I saw a
Okay.
deal on where that started from, and I watched it the other day on YouTube. Something about this couple had like their baby was in the tent and it disappeared, and
Yeah.
they said a dingo got it, and they took him to court for murdering
Yeah.
the baby, and they actually went to jail, her and her husband. And then several years later, somebody was doing something in the area and found the baby clothes and stuff in a dingo's den.
Yeah.
So a dingo actually did get their baby.
And those other
And
people
she-
were in jail the whole time.
Yeah, and they got out.
They did about 10 years in jail and then got exonerated.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if the dad did, Michael Chamberlain. I know Lindy Chamberlain definitely did time in jail, but I don't think the dad did. I think they pinned it all on her.
How do you come back from something like that?
Yeah, indeed. Meryl Streep played her in a movie. That's how high range they needed. They needed Meryl to play her character.
Did she have an accent?
Yeah, she did. She does the "dingo ate my baby" line, and I think that's what popularized that line was the movie. I can't even remember what the movie was called. What was it called, Scungy?
I don't know.
Well, could
I
you
haven't
tell
seen
she was,
the movie.
No, nor have I.
Could you tell she was an American trying to sound like an Aussie?
Yes.
I'm sure.
but yeah, I saw something like this story on YouTube. Here in the last week or so, I watched it. I thought it was pretty sad that everybody blamed her and she got put in jail and everything. And in actuality, it turns out that a dingo really did grab the baby out of the tent.
Evil
Well, maybe
angels.
Evil angels. Maybe it was both. Maybe they left the baby out before the dingo.
There's some really good foreign actors that speak pretty good American accents. Andrew Garfield, he's terrible. But there's some boy you wouldn't know that they were Brits. Like the guy who plays Superman.
Mm-hmm.
What about-
as the baby dingo movie, the Dingo Ate My Baby movie, it was called Evil Angels down here, but it was released as A Cry in the Dark in the US and pretty much everywhere else apart from Australia and New Zealand.
Well, that's weird.
But yeah, pretty interesting story, and it plagued the Australian news media for many years while it was all going on back in the late 80s.
Wow.
Well, there you go, Bob.
What's
there are
that?
dingoes in Australia.
Yeah.
That's
Just
where they
thinking
all
about
came
that poor baby. What an awful death that would have was.
from. Yeah. Well, maybe they just broke its neck real quick and made it quick. Not that that's good. Why do you keep making babies
At least it wasn't.
have terrible
wasn't
deaths around me today?
Oh, no, surely it's not ratings.
Well, okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream because it's getting late.
Righto, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming up. Thanks for coming up, Sarah.
Thank you.
And Ed and Bob. And thank you, mods. And thank you, everybody that came in. And we will see you guys Wednesday night.
Thanks,
Bye.
Pam. See you, everybody.